Hey everybody, so another book review today, The 50th Law. My personal favorite, which I said from the last video, is tied between the 48 Laws of Power and the 50th Law. And this one right here takes the cake. But let me just get right into it. Warning, this isn't for anybody. I'm in my car, I just got back from the gym. This isn't for anybody who is very victim, who has a victim mentality. This is for somebody who kind of knows exactly what's out there in the world, or who doesn't know. This is a great learning, I guess, like a little step in the right direction. Let me just get right into it. So the first thing he starts talking about 50 Cent, because 50 Cent is the one, let me see, 50 Cent is the one who helped Robert Greene write the book. He said you have to be okay with your mortality. Like, everybody's gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. Your family's gonna die. And that every day is a precious thing. So you have to think of that as in the back of your mind at all times. Whether you're looking at your parents, whether you're looking at your family, they could die at any minute, any day, and you wouldn't even, like, one day they're here and the next day they're gone. 50 starts talking about how he got shot 9 times and his jaw got broken, and how, he just came back stronger, and he used that to pretty much escalate his career in the rap industry. And he knew, because he was a drug dealer. He was busting drugs, selling them, and doing whatever it's like a street hustler, doing whatever it took to get that next sale. So he talks about that in this book. Another lesson that he talked about was momentum. Always keep the momentum flowing. Always keep it flowing. Because the moment you get out of momentum and you're out of step is when you have to keep going back up. It's kind of like a car. He talks about this in the book. Whenever you're driving the car, it goes from 0 to 60, but whenever the momentum's going, you go faster. However, can you imagine going from 60 to 0 and then having to repeat the whole process over again when you should just kept flowing? He talks about that. And he also talks about fear is a great thing. A lot of people are scared by fear, and that fear is something that should drive you to move forward. Nihil timendum est is Italian, I think. If I don't, it means fear nothing. So always keep that in the mind. Always lead with authority. That's another one he talked about. Always lead with authority, because the person who's an authority figure sets the tone for their crew, sets the tone for their employees, sets the tone for their everything. So it's just, you have to lead by example, lead from the front, and always be weary of people who are saying things like, oh, hey, do this, do this, do this, if they're not doing it themselves. I remember in the 67 Steps, Tai Lopez talked about that too. Never delegate what you can't operate. Never do something that you can't. Never tell something to do something that you can't do yourself. And it's something that I think this is very valuable. But this book right here is by all means my favorite. I actually keep this book in my car with me at all times. It's like, I don't see books as just books. I think of them as swords, weapons that I could use to pretty much escalate my my clarity, my focus. So think about that next time. Every time you see a book, it has to be a right book. It can't be like no Twilight. It can't be nothing. You just have to learn how to expand your vocabulary and just use books as leverage, because this is somebody's life right here, and I have hundreds of books in here. So can you imagine living 100 lives with just maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a day of just reading, or whenever you're free? It's interesting. But yeah, you have yourself a good one, guys, and just let me know what else books I should review.